traveled to a town near Lexington, Kentucky called Pikeville.
Hello, and welcome to the special showing of International Garden News. Today we will be talking about a great gardening process. Here we are at Pikeville Elementary School, where the students have planted a school garden. I now turn it over to our reporter in Pikeville, Jason Lynn.
Here we are at the garden, where as you can see, the students have planted garden beds all around here. This is the salad bar garden, and here they have partially covered it with grow guard fabric to keep in the temperature during the winter. And here's the compost bin, which is what we'll be talking about today.
So, composting. What is it? What can it do for you? Well, it's a great alternative to store-bought chemicals that can damage your crops. It breaks down garbage and waste and returns necessary nutrients to the soil.
Today we'll be teaching you how to compost. We'll be displaying instructions for the rest of the show.
First, buy a compost bin like this at any hardware store or online. You can also build a compost bin yourself, like this, with wooden planks. The suggested size for a good bin is 3 by 3 by 3 feet or 27 cubic feet. One of the components of a successful compost are carbon ingredients, which are brown and dead items. Other examples include fallen twigs and dead leaves, cardboard, brown paper, you will also need nitrogen components, which are the opposite of carbon items. Nitrogen items are fresh and living. For nitrogen items, you can use fruit and vegetable scraps, aged manure, coffee grounds, they aren't carbon, eggshells, and grass clippings. You will need much more carbon ingredients than nitrogen. For example, anywhere from a 3:1 carbon-nitrogen ratio to a 25:1. Mix these ingredients in your compost bin, and remember to spin your compost often, like these students.
Now here comes the fun part. Spin your compost often.
To turn compost in a bin that you have made yourself, simply use a pitchfork to turn or mix it. You'll need to turn your compost weekly as to keep air in the compost. The maintenance of your compost is important. Add more nitrogen components if your compost is too dry or too cold. You need compost to be warm and damp. Worms are a great addition to your compost, as this Pikeville Elementary student explains.
Is our worm farm. The castings from the worms, or waste, go down into the bottom through the holes. From there, they can be put either into a garden or the composting bin. Worms can also be used to put in your soil and loosen up the dirt for your garden.
Worms don't just loosen up the soil, they also keep air in your compost heap, but don't put them in a covered bin, they'll cook. If you turn your compost regularly and maintain it well, then your compost will be ready to harvest in just a few months.
Next time we'll have a special showing on pollinators. Thanks for watching.